Okay, what's up, family? The hunter is here. We're gonna do things a little different today. I'm gonna call this is a PSA to the parents and children of America. It's something that's just been, on my mind and a little heavy on my heart. Got a lot of family and friends, and you know, and this is about the kids, um, and the state of the kids today, and how I think, something really needs to change. You know, I know, how huge social media is and how much of a monster it is and how it controls people's lives. And a lot of people in this world, not just America, are controlled by likes and what people think of them and how they take to social media and try to be someone that they're not, or try to create a, a life or a facade, and the kids tend to do that on social media as well as video games, you know, um, and also in how in today's world it's a punishment, you know, for kids to go outside. You know, kids feel like they're punished if you put them outside and close the door and tell them, "Hey, go play," or "Here, take this bike or this scooter or this skateboard or this football or this baseball glove or this basketball and go play." You know, when I was growing up, you couldn't keep us couldn't keep us in the house. It was something that you just couldn't do. You think back, you come from school. Some people's, parents, kids, some people's parents wasn't home. You know, so you would, get off the school bus and drop your books on the front porch and head up to the basketball court, or run to the backyard, open up the gate, grab your bike, and right up on it. Uh, we didn't have cell phones. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have pagers. Didn't have them yet anyway. Um, so the only video games that was out at that time was like Atari and Nintendo, the first Nintendo. So it really wasn't, you know, uh, taking up our time like that. It wasn't as advanced. Games looked phony and fake, and you tended to not, you'd rather go outside and actually play. You know, so but today's kids, that's why obesity is running wild. Diabetes is at an all-time high, and certain things like that because these kids are not outside as punishment. They'll actually sit there and cry if you put them outside. Like, come on, fam, you got to get your kids off that couch. You got to get them off that couch, get them outside, get them playing. Get them running, jumping, riding bikes, doing whatever. Get them into sports. Um, get them doing whatever you can because this is getting ridiculous. Kids. You go over a friend's house, they got kids all in the living room, 3 and 4 deep. All around at Call of Duty, Warcraft, 2K Sports, Madden, everything. And the games are cursing and showing gore and murder and sex and everything else that you don't want them to see, that you don't want them to see on television, but they see it on the video game, you know? So it's like, uh, what do you do? I'll tell you what you do. You send them kids outside. You make those kids go play. You know, I know there's a lot of single parent households, and a lot of kids, especially young males, don't have a father figure in their life, and that's got to be rough. I grew up with my pops. He's passed away, you know, but gone on to a better place now, but he really taught me, you know, how to play sports. I was really good at it. And there was very few sports that I didn't play. Football season came, I was playing football. Basketball season came, I was playing basketball. Baseball season came, I was playing that. And when there wasn't nothing going on, I was boxing. I was really good at it. Um, it was actually, gold gloves with it. Very good. But these kids today, talk about physical contact. Oh, you're killing me. Oh, you're trying to murder me. This is child abuse. Somebody dialed 911. You know, and it might sound funny, but that's how today's kids are. That's how they are. They don't want to get out. They don't want to do nothing. And I don't know if you remember back in the 80s, late 80s, early 90s, the place to be on the weekends if you was a teenager, it was the mall. You go to the mall, go to the food court, walk around, see the pretty girls see the pretty guys or the cute guys or whatever. All in all, y'all done caught the bus or the train or whatever you did. Y'all done made y'all little pilgrimage to the mall, local hot mall, this hot spot, whichever one was hot. Got off the bus or the train and got your movie tickets first, because you didn't want the hot movie to sell out, and you didn't want to be caught standing in line right before the movie start. And then you walk over to the mall, if the movie was connected to the mall, if it was across the parking lot, however, And that's what we did, We had our little money, we go get some Taco Bell or whatever was in our budget, sit down, eat, make out the plans, walk around and, basically window shop. If you had some money, you might have bought a pair of sneakers or a shirt, or back in those days we used to buy CDs and stuff like that, Of course, that was idolatry, but, your kids at that age, you're innocent, you don't know no better, So, but the point is, we were always active. We would walk around that mall for hours. And I'm talking hours at a time. Okay, if this was a Saturday, we'd get at that mall 4 o'clock in the evening, and we got a 9:25 movie ticket. That's 5 hours we got to burn in this mall. And y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all feel me? 5 hours of walking back and forth, up and down, all around, trying to holler at girls, trying to get their number. And most of these girls don't go to your school. They go to other surrounding schools in the area. And you're just growing up. You wore your best outfit, or one of your best outfit. You tried to be super clean, cleaner than you were when you went to school most of the time. Didn't matter to you, I'm booking this weekend, boy. I don't know what you're talking about. I bet you I get more than you, And I know y'all hear that little chuckling in the background. Sorry about that. That's just notifications, y'all. But, yeah. The key thing is we were active. We were very active. And then at a younger age, we was loving wrestling. And that's when we were really super idolaters, We wanted to be everybody. I know growing up, I wanted to be, Mike. I wanted to be Mike Tyson. I wanted to be Sugar Ray Leonard. I wanted to be Ric Flair, And we would act out these people. We would have little wrestling matches in the yard or on the field. We have little boxing matches with the boxing gloves. You know what I'm saying? To those who wasn't, pussy enough to not put them on, Then we get to the basketball court. I'm Jordan, you Pippen. I'm Magic, he's Kareem, Then you had the big ugly motherfucker, that's Matumbo. But it was all fun and games, man. It was all laughs and jokes, and it was all active. I mean, you come in the house smelling like Sweaty Eddie, but you were in shape, it wasn't nothing to you, it wasn't like you were killing yourself, you were feeling great, and we didn't have all of these problems and all of these sickness that our youth are having to endure in today's world because of being inactive, sitting on the couch, head in the phone, head on the internet, or controller in hand. And while that's in one hand, you know what's in the other hand, and that's food. That's some snacks or fast food or just some shit you shouldn't be eating. It damn sure ain't no fruit, and it damn sure ain't no vegetables. Okay? It's something that ain't no good for you. So basically what I'm saying to the parents is, think back to when you grew up, man and woman, and try to instill that in your youth. Say, you know what? Put that controller down. Son, daughter, you going outside today. Yeah, you going outside. Yeah, well, what I'm going to do? I don't know. I spent $150 on a bike. Ride it. Okay, well, let me call Jeremy or let me call John. No, go ride to their house. That's what I used to have to do, We didn't hit them up on the phone, say I'm coming. We rode, dropped the bike, knocked on the front door. Can Jeremy come outside? Can Josh come outside? Oh, what's up, man? Yeah. And we find something to get into, Riding bikes, those were like cars, man, back in the day, man. If you had a Diamondback or a Mongoose, man, you was killing the game, son. Okay? You had Mercedes-Benz out here. Then you had your people with your Huffies or your little Murphy's Mart bikes. That was before Walmart. Some of y'all remember that. Your little Sears and Roebuck bike, Some of y'all remember that too, But those were the Honda Accords or the Civics or whatever you want to call them. But those were those of the day. But all in all, you had a bike, and that's all that matters. And you was rolling, and you were good. You were in shape. You was living it up. You were having fun. You were smiling. You wasn't sick. You wasn't having to take needles in your stomach before you eat, and pills and all of this nonsense. All of these things were created to make you lazy. That remote control, laying on your bed or sitting next to you on that couch, was made to make you lazy. That microwave that sits in your kitchen, that was made to make you lazy. You understand? That cordless phone was made to make you lazy. That cell phone was made to make you lazy. It was made to make you fat and obese. And living in the last days, you never know when the ball's going to drop. And it's time to go to the mountains. And we all have to be in shape. And that means your kids too. Especially in these days. It's very important. Because we all know, like I said in one of my other shows, the world's been ending for the last 1,000 years, But nobody knows when it's going to be. We may see it in this lifetime. We won't, We know what time it is by what's going on around us. The Heavenly Father told us that. So we definitely know we're definitely in these last days. But we don't know how long these last days are going to last because a lot more things still have to come to pass. But in the meantime, what's wrong with having a little fun? What's wrong with teaching the kids how you have fun? Think about that, fam. And that's just something I wanted to, get off my chest, for the listeners, Think about that. It's a public service announcements to the parents and the kids of America. It's just a little PSA from the Hunter. Be back with you soon. One love.